Hi, beautiful people. Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to do a WIP and chat, so if you want to listen and work along with me, you can take out whatever you are working on. It can be diamond painting, it can be something else, and we can chit chat for a while. And it would be lovely if you put something down in the comments. And if you would subscribe to the channel, because I'm still growing, I'm getting there, but I would love to hit 1,000 subscribers at the end of the year. That would be lovely, marvelous. But I'm not in it for the subscribers. Well, I'm in it for the subscribers, of course, because I want to connect to people, and I found some fabulous friends through this community. But of course, when you see your numbers going up, you're like, oh, maybe I can hit it anyways. But yeah, everything is fine because I've got a job that I love, so no problems there. And I love diamond painting and other stuff. Because, oh my god, I'm gonna say it right now. I discovered Temu. I don't know how you pronounce it over in England or America, but we say Temu. And I went a little bit overboard. Just a little bit. And my autofocus is on, and I don't know how to get it off, so I hope it doesn't blur and refocus and blur, because that would be a shame. But anyways, so I discovered Temu through my sister, my dear sister, and yeah, I'm a bit hooked, and I went a little bit overboard. I bought some diamond painting related stuff, but I also bought miniature related stuff, because as you know, I'm also into miniature houses and everything. And I will do another video on that topic as well, because I love miniature houses, and maybe I can do that, because I do feel now like I need some more struggle. I don't need struggle, but I mean, I've been diamond painting so many days in a row now, and I'm like, now I feel like it's time to do something else for a little bit, until I get my drive back for diamond painting. It comes back in a couple of hours, so don't worry. I might do some miniature, and then in a couple of hours I'm like, nah, I want to diamond paint again. So yeah. And the painting I'm working on, I'm sorry I didn't explain. So there's this event going on, Summer with the Masters. It is by Katie over at Diamonds and Washi, and by a guy who I believe is called Anthony, but I'm not sure. I'm going to check right now, but I will put it down in this description anyways. So wait, let me see. Diamonds and Washi. Maybe it's in the unboxing. A Summer with the Masters kit. So yeah, okay. And I will check. Hello, friends. Oh, playlist. I don't know, but I will look for it and put it down in the description. But for that event, I'm working on The Blind Girl, that's a painting by the old master, what's he called again? Let me check, because I don't know all those names by heart. John Everett Millet. Yeah, that's it. John Everett Millet. It's a painting from the year 1856, and I asked it as a custom over at Dreamer Designs. They did a fantastic job with the rendering. I will put the painting down in a photograph here somewhere, and you will see, like, wait, I will show you. So I've already finished, wait, I will put out my light pad. I've already finished the rainbows up in the sky, and I'm pretty happy with the rendering. Only that bit might be a bit pixelated, but the rest of the rendering is really gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. So I'm actually very happy. So whenever I'm planning on getting another custom, it will be certainly by Dreamer Designs. Only thing, it's sometimes a little bit tedious to work on a painting because it's unclear. It's not really visible where you have to put down your diamonds, because there's no grid visible, really visible. No. And I do like a bit of a grid so that I know, because I'm not very good at diamond painting. Why are you doing it then? Because it's so peaceful and relaxing. That's why. So yeah, that's what I'm working on. I would want to put up some canary singing in the background, because my birdies have been so quiet lately. I don't know, maybe it's because mating season is finishing up, that they don't sing as much. They still make noise, but it's not really a lot. Anyways, so that's the intro. Well, I had a really, really strange week. Really weird. Like, don't you sometimes have like this week where you're at the end of the week, you're not sure if you've had a good week or a bad week or something? It's been such a strange week, and well, the strangeness started actually last weekend already. So not last Friday, but the Friday before, we went to some kind of performance by a friend of my husband's, and I was really curious how it would be, because I don't know a lot of the people that were there, and when we arrived, I immediately saw a woman with dreadlocks, I swear, almost to her ankles. I'm like, wow. Oh, wow. So, fun evening. I drank too much. Let me tell you that. My daughter and my son were with us. Yeah, I don't drive, so that's maybe why. But anyways, when I'm tipsy, I start to cuddle every dog that I see. So I started cuddling every dog that was there. It was outside, by the way. So luckily the owners didn't mind, because then they didn't have to cuddle the dog all the time. So I was there and asking questions about the dog and telling them how cute it was. And I was really being my annoying self, I guess. And my daughter, she loved the show, but my son, he was like, I want to go home, I want to go home, I'm bored. He brought his ball, but yeah, Roman is more interested in gaming and YouTube, and that's it. So when he has to go somewhere, he doesn't really want to be there. He just wants to be at home. But I try to keep him socialized as much as possible. So whenever they can come with us somewhere, I take them with me. So yeah. But yeah, fun evening. So Saturday, what was Saturday? Yeah, it was the annual party at school. Well, party like festivities, and then the same day it was graduation of Roman, because he's now going to first year in high school. So he ended middle school, and it was really fun, but so hot, freaking hot. And we had some barbecue, but there was a queue at the barbecue, like a line. Oh my god! So we had to wait for like a half an hour in the sun, in the heat, and luckily I brought my sunscreen, because I would have burnt to a crisp. Really, I'm very pale, and when I'm in the sun, I don't really bronze. I just get red, and that's it. So, but it was a nice day, and Roman was very enthusiastic about his dance that he had to do, and was really fun to watch. And Marie, she also did a dance with her class, and then they could play in the, like these meadows. There was a meadow where there were all type of things, like a jumping castle and what have you. So yeah, they really enjoyed themselves, and we met some people that are parents of Marie's classmate, and they were there at the night before at the performance. So of course there was drinking involved, and the singer of Channel Zero, I don't know if you know Channel Zero, but that's a metal band. He was there to there was like this tombola. Do you say that tombola in English? I don't know. Tombela. I will look for it. Like, I will type tombela. Tombola. Oh la la. Tombola. English. Engels. Engels. Yeah, it's difficult typing like this, because tombola. Yeah, it's the same in English, tombola. All right. So he handed out beer to the winners, and people could go on the picture with him on the so I guess it was nice of him to do that for the school, and yeah. So of course we oh my god, and the principal, she's this great woman. She was drunk as hell. Oh my god, I was really laughing so hard. And yeah, so I guess they were already cleaning up the tables and the chairs, and we were sitting on the last table that was there, and still but the principal sat with us, so yeah, she knew, she didn't mind, because she was having a good time herself. So it was a fun day, but of course, Sunday I was a bit of a wreck because of the sun, the heat, and all the drinking, and I had so much stuff to do and prepare for a very tiresome week because I worked 4 shifts, early shifts, but that means that I have to get up at 4:30 a.m. in the morning, and yeah, I was scared because I'm like, normally I'm 60%, so that means that I work 3 days. So I always work Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday. But now I had to work 4 days, and 4 days getting up at 4 a.m. 4:30 a.m. So I was like a bit scared that I would be total loss on Thursday, because on Thursday evening there was the graduation party of Berre and me. Um, so yeah, weird week. So Monday was okay. I wasn't too tired. I was like, yeah, this is going to be a great week. Sunshine, not too much, but perfect weather. Kids could play outside. We have, we have one very troublesome kid in our group. So it was a bit tiresome because at our daycare center, actually, we're now really understaffed. There's a colleague who's at home with a burnout. Then another colleague, I kid you not, that is something for the movies. She tripped on a toy and broke her ankle. She tripped on a toy car or something, and I'm like, this is so typical. I'm sorry, I'm not laughing at her. She's a sweetheart, but I was so like, how? Yeah, so she's at home for indefinite time, and then another colleague was in holidays. So yeah, understaffed, and we have got this kid in our group that really disturbs the group dynamic. He always wants one-on-one attention, and of course, in a group you cannot always give one-on-one attention, and then when he doesn't get it, he starts to ask for negative attention, and yeah, it's very difficult. So but day went okay, but Tuesday I got up and I was already so tired, and I was like, oh my god, 3 more days of this. I don't know if I will last. But then Tuesday, okay, went okay. And my manager, she said like, I will ask the parents because they're home, and I will ask the parents if they can keep him at home on Wednesday and Thursday because we're understaffed, and it's very there are many kids who come the last weeks before the holidays, so too many kids, too little stuff. So yeah, she asked some parents if they could keep their kids at home, like the parents that didn't have to work or were at home. So yeah, Tuesday okay, but in the evening we had to go to the school of Roman and Marie, because Roman, he had a sleepover at the school, and he was nagging because of course he didn't want to go, because that would mean a night without YouTube and gaming. And although when he's there he looks like he's having fun, and I don't know what is wrong with that kid. But anyways, so of course We got some, it's not champagne, it's bubbly wine. I don't know what the word is for that. And it was really fun. And yeah, it was a bit late. And so, Wednesday was a bit difficult to get out of bed. But I did it anyways. So got up at 4:30. Got up at 4:30. Catch my train at 5:20 p.m. A.m. And that means that I'm in the station at my end station at 6:40. But that means that I had to wait for a train for like half an hour in another train station. So what I just sit on my cell phone and I do some Scrabble and some games. But waiting, I hate waiting. Everybody hates waiting. I guess it's like. But anyways. So Wednesday I get to work and I walk through the glass door, the entrance, and suddenly the alarm goes off, and I'm like, panic mode, in my ears, and I'm not sure what to do because it's still early, and I guess everybody else of the daycare center is either sleeping or one colleague, she had to start work also at the same time as me, 7:30. But at 7 o'clock I did try to call a coach, and she gave me her code, but it didn't work. And then I called my other colleague that started at the same time, and she said, yeah, my code doesn't work, but you can try. So I tried, it didn't work. So I had to call security, and I was so scared that the police would be there at the door like, what are you doing here? Get down on the floor. No. But normally they come when there's an alarm, because it's a building of the university. So you would think like there's going to be someone who's reacting to this, but nobody came. But all the doors were locked, and normally when I get to work, the first thing I do is I prepare the administration for the day. I do some washing, put everything like toys out for the kids to play with, and those kind of things. So actually your shift starts a little earlier. But I couldn't do anything of that like that, so I just had to wait until my colleague, she came in with the keys, and then the situation with the alarm was luckily solved afterwards. But I sat there in the noise the whole time, and I was like, oh, my ears hurt. And while I was sitting there, I update my phone, and then I did not remember my code, and I got locked out, and that was a whole deal. So I was like, if this is going to be a day where this shit happens all day, I'm going home. I'm going home and go to bed, because it was like it was like, when everything happens together, and then I was really frustrated. And I was like, yeah, if this is the way that things are going to go, what does it mean for my exams? I don't know. I don't want to know. But yeah, eventually it all worked out, and I was a wreck when I came home. So I knew I had to Endure one more day. I love my job, don't get me wrong, but my body was hurting because of the sun, the heat. It was really and sweaty and blah. Although I said the weather was nice, it was nice. The kids could play, and that's really awesome because they can release some of that energy that they have to release. And but I typically want to sit somewhere in the shade. And yeah, it does get to you. So I get home, I say, F this, I'm going to bed, I'm deadbeat. Next day, oh yeah, so and one of my colleagues, she's the one who prepares the meals and everything. She told me, well, Lenka, if you haven't got a key, you just come to the kitchen. And she told me where the key was so that I could open all the doors. Okay, so next day, I go to work. I open the glass door. No alarm goes off. I'm like, phew, that's good. But then there's a second door that you have to go through before you can get to the kitchen. Somebody apparently closed that door, so I couldn't enter the building. Yeah, and if you ask yourself, why don't they give you the keys? Don't they trust you? They do trust me, but they haven't got enough keys to give to everybody. And seeing that I'm only a 60% and not a 100%, I have to ask keys of someone else and blah, blah, blah. But yeah, anyways. So I was like, now that I know where the keys are, I cannot enter the building. I'm really frustrated. So I call my colleague. She's like, okay, I'm there in a few moments. Yeah, but few moments, that's always like just a few minutes before she has to start work. And there was always already a dad waiting with his kid at I think 15 minutes after 7 o'clock, and he tried to enter the building. Well, it was on the other side because I went around you can go around to another street and then you're at the back of the building. So I went to the back of the building to wait for my colleague, and there was already a dad with his kid, and I said, I'm sorry, but we cannot enter before 7:30 because I cannot open this gate before 7:30. And even though if I would open this gate and we would go to the garden, all those doors are locked. So yeah, anyways. And I was like, yeah, it's Thursday today. I will get my results, my scores for my last exam. But seeing that the day started good already, I am really scared. So, and I didn't want to check my scores before I finished working, because if they would have been bad, I would have cried and the kids would be all disturbed, and I don't want to disturb the kids because they do feel like when there's someone crying, like you see them look at you like, oh no, like, yeah. So I didn't want to do that, so I waited and waited and waited for that day to be over. And I said, yeah, I will take a look at my scores while going to the station. And I was so relieved, guys. I passed my exams. I scored 14 out of 20, so that's not a bad score at all. I'm so proud. I'm so happy I don't have to go back. And now I've got my degree, and woot woot. I will already hang it on the wall. Wait, there. Like, I don't know if you see what it's saying, but it says, wait, I cannot zoom in. Oh, I can. Can I? bloop, 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 bloop. No, I can't. Anyways, it says, it's, now I can't get this to work anymore. Why are you doing this to me? Wait, I will turn you around a little bit. You can see the ceiling and everything. There we go. Much better. So, yeah, I'm officially a bachelor in the social readaptation sciences. Readaptation, same word as rehabilitation, or yeah. So, most of the time, people who ask you what you did and you say readaptation, they're like, say what? Come again. So one of my friends, she said, yeah, I know, it took me a year to remember the name of what I was studying. But yeah, I graduated, so I will get my diploma, I believe in October. Then it's the graduation party. So yay, of course I'm going to go. Because then I'm going to see the one person I believe that gave me the chance to do this, because he put in a good word for me. It was one of my my teachers when I first studied there, and he was really a hoot. He was an adorable teacher. He was very good with his students. He was strict, very strict, don't get me wrong, but he was funny, and yeah, I love that guy so much. And so when I see him, I will tell him thank you for this opportunity. I don't take it for granted. But so yeah, I was really happy. I started like this little dance on the platform, and people were looking at me funny, like what's up with her, but I couldn't care less. And I immediately told everyone who wanted to hear about it. And yeah, it's a bit sour because my oldest son, he would have been graduating too, but he has to redo 2 of his exams. So he was like, well, he was very proud of me, and he said, I'm proud of you, Mom, but that means that you get to graduate before me. And I was like, yeah, I'm sorry. It's like, I'm really happy. When I told him my score, he was like, what? What? I'm like, yeah, can you believe it? I thought I was going to have a 9 or 10 at most. And then, of course, I was in high spirits again, because being so happy. In the evening, we had to go to the graduation party of Emmy. I will call her Emmy, so you know that's my transgender son. But for this occasion, she was dressed as Berre because his dad was attending the ceremony as well, and he doesn't know it yet. So it was a bit awkward for her, I guess. But and when they announced him, they used his given name. Maybe he told them to do so, but there were lots of school kids there, students, school kids. That sounds so. It's not middle school; it's high school. So there were lots of them that still called him Emmy, and I was like, oh my god, what will his dad think about that? But he didn't he didn't register or he didn't really ask. And the principal gave Berre a special gift for achieving for courage, and what was the other thing? Courage and the fact that he likes to help people. And I think it's because he knew of the situation of Emmy, and I think it's really sweet of that man to do so. He's very, very strict, very strict. Like in the days of COVID, he was like, ooh la la. But in the end, if a principal can make a gesture like that to a transgender kid to show them like you're special, you're unique, you have courage to show people who you are, I think that's a very good thing for Emmy, for her self-esteem, and I'm really happy that that was the case. So, and at this ceremony, he was like within the first ones who were announced. So then all the other classes had to go, and I was like, it was hot in there, and I wanted to go outside to just, the door was open in the back, so nobody could see me sneak out. So I snuck out, and Roman came with me, and all of a sudden, out of the bushes comes this beautiful ginger white cat. Like she runs up to us. Well, I thought it was a she, because most of the times gingers are female. There are male gingers, but this one, I thought it was female, runs up to us. I see that it's a boy. It was clear to see that it was a boy. But it had a collar on with no address. But the poor thing seemed really skinny and hungry, and the fur was also really rough. So normally that means that they've been outside for a long time. But because of the color, I was like, I can't take this animal with me, because I wouldn't want to steal someone else's cat. Because if someone else would steal my cat, oh my god, I would do something that would land me in jail for real. So but I was like, oh my god, that poor thing is so hungry, visibly hungry, because he's walking up to everybody that came outside, because sometimes people came outside to just smoke a cigarette or just get a breath of fresh air. And I was asking them, so like, do you have something for this poor animal? I'm like, yeah, of course. I'm walking around with bologna in my pocket and a sausage and everything. I'm like, okay, stupid question, I know, but you never know. Like, maybe there's a cat lady and she has got cat food in her bag or anything. I don't know. And I was like, I can't give him potato chips or olives. Or what was there on the table? There were like these salty sticks and everything. And I was like, there's nothing for this kitty cat. So I go back inside. But after a while, there's this teacher, I believe. She came with a big bowl of salami and cheese. And you also say salami, don't you? Yeah, salami, because it's an Italian word, apparently. So she came with so this big tray bowl thing with salami and cheese, and I grabbed some pieces, like, and I'm so sorry, it's not for myself, it's for the cat outside. She looks at me like, So I go outside, I feed the poor thing. She really, oh my god, she He. Why do I keep saying she? It was not a transgender cat. It was just a tomcat. So, okay. He. He almost bit my finger just because of hunger. He wanted that salami so bad, so I was happy that I could feed the little thing. Then Marie came outside, and I told her, like, get some more salami. She inside comes out with her hands full of salami, and it was very good salami, I can tell you. I ate one piece, and for the rest I ate cheese and olives. But yeah, I'm sorry. It was like, people must have thought that I was just that very selfish person, but I was just feeding the cat. And then, oh my god, afterwards, after the ceremony, we could just, there was this table full of drinks, and you just could just take a drink, and there was this white wine. Oh my god, the best wine I have ever tasted in my life. And I forgot to see what kind of wine it was. I said, oh my god, Lenka, you stupid woman, you should have looked at the bottle to know what type of... Yeah, but it would have been expensive anyway, so I took myself some glasses of wine. Not at once, eh? I'm not that terrible. But I think I drank 3 glasses of white wine. So needless to say, again, I was a little bit tipsy. Why do parents do that? I'm like this terrible parent that gets drunk on ceremonies. Well, I wasn't drunk. I was tipsy, yeah, you know. So, and my husband, he was so brave, just drinking water and Coke. Oh, poor thing. But yeah, needless to say, so yesterday I was at home. I did film an unboxing, but I swear to God, I watched that video again, and I believe I was still drunk. It was so rambly and so... Oh my... It was just terrible. And I was like, I'm not going to put that up. No. Although I am myself as I am in real life, I'm not fake or anything, but even then, I can be very annoying, and I think that would be so annoying to watch. So I was like, no. So that's why it's only today that you get something. Yep. So, hi, my name is Lenka, and I don't know what to tell you. Did I talk to you about Temu? Yeah, I did. But I forgot to mention, for people who are new to Temu, it's only for people who are new to Temu. They can get a code from me for their first purchase. I will put it in the description if I can technically manage all that, because oh my god. I will put it in the description, and also the referral link that you can use to shop at Temu, and that gives me a commission. So it's yeah, and another thing I have to talk to you about that is that it's only for people in Europe, the Netherlands, Germany, France, Belgium, and that's it, I believe. I know that Europe is bigger than that, but those were the countries that I saw. I tried to get into the program for influencer, but it's not available in our country. So that's for my fellow creators in America. But I can't wait till it arrives, and I will do A hole, a hole. I will do a hole. I just sounded like Arnold Schwarzenegger there. Yeah, I'm watching the documentary. Um, like I'm very interested in knowing what kind of man it is, because I think he has got a sense of humor, but there have been some scandals in the past couple of years, I believe, and um, I'm very interested in seeing, because he's the governor of California, is it? Okay. And I'm really curious to see what job he's doing, if he's a good one or politically correct and everything. Because I always thought, well, I used to think that he was a very great man, but I don't know now how I will feel about him. That's why I am watching the documentary. Don't try to pronounce words you cannot pronounce, Lenka. Documentary. And today I will be doing only diamond painting, and maybe some folding clothes and everything, but rest of the day I won't do jack, because I want to finish this square, or maybe I'm thinking about filming maybe some more miniature footage, because I feel like doing some as I said, struggle. It's struggly, fidgety blue. But rest. Yeah, my husband was his birthday yesterday. He became 49 years old. So next year, when he's 50, I will joke a lot about it and tell him, like, I'm only in my 40s, and I'm like, I'm 49. No, there's no shame on getting older. It has its charms, and my husband is a very charming man with his gray hair. He had to go perform yesterday, so but I had to stay home with the kids, so I didn't see him perform. But I will see him performing on a festival that's called Alcatraz, and it's on a Friday. So I hope I don't have to work that day, and I also hope that I'm not too tired, because I will be in those crowds of people, and I don't like to be in crowds, in big crowds. I will wear my headphones as well with my noise cancelling, because I also hate noise. Well, loud noise. I don't like. I can handle kids and their noise, but like going to a festival and all that music a whole night through, no, that's nothing for me. Then I'm like, And he booked an hotel, so he doesn't want to drive home, so I know what that means. It means that he will be drunk as hell, because my husband doesn't drink like me, like I drink in the week. He drinks when it's rehearsal and when he's out. But when he drinks, he doesn't know when to stop, and I don't mind, because when he's drunk, he's like the most loving husband that you can ever imagine. He's like giving me declarations of love, and and then of course I'm like, and then when it comes time to perform, he's so tired and drunk that he doesn't. but I love him dearly. Um, yeah, that's a thing that will be happening. I will try to shoot some footage on the meadow of the festival, and yeah, I think that's about it. I will keep you posted on anything else happening, but pretty normal stuff, I guess, that's going on right now. And now they start singing when I'm almost done filming. It's really... But you see, they don't sing a lot. It's just here and there some notes, and they're resting a lot, and I believe that's because they have been singing for months, like on end, and now they're tired. So anyways, thank you so much for watching. If you haven't subscribed yet, please consider doing so, and I'm going to be back with other unboxings, with my miniature video. I also am preparing to do another Old Masters video, but that will be for next week, I think. But oh yeah, you know what? If there's an Old Master that you want to know more about, but check out my other Old Master videos, because I have done some videos on Mucha and on I don't know who but I already did some videos. But check out which ones that I already did, and then give me a painter of your choice who you want to talk about, or me to talk about, to give you some background stories of his life and everything, and his career, and blah blah blah. So that would be fun if you could tell me, because now I don't know what to choose. There's so many beautiful things in the world. So, and now the sun starts to shine, and I'm so happy. I will show you my garden just really quick, and then I'm gonna let you guys go. Like, this is a wild garden. The poppies, they don't bloom anymore. Well, they sometimes they do, but not as much. They and when it rains, their leaves always get rained off. So yeah, poor poppies. But I've got some Camilla, I believe that is, and those beautiful purple flowers. Really high purple flowers, really beautiful. All our chickens died. I didn't kill them. They just died old age, and now I'm like, I don't want any chickens anymore, because it's so much work, and I feel like I cannot give them the care they really need. So I've got one of those. Isn't that beautiful? I'm so happy. Look at the color of that. It's so beautiful. Yeah, that's just my wild garden. Wait, and I've got another one over there. Look. Isn't that gorgeous? It's a dark purple. It looks less dark on camera, but it's really a dark purple. And this thing is still laying here, like it was last year with the storm. What was the name of the storm? Eunice. That thing fell off our roof, and it's still lying here. Well, it looks like some type of NASA thing or something, but yeah, that's because I did it in WIP and chat, and I told you guys that we had to get up on the roof, and it was very windy to put some tiles in place. These are the birdies. Birdies are doing great. Pikachu's still on the nest. Look at their little head sticking out. Yeah. So with this, I'm going to tell you goodbye, 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 adieu, adieu, adieu to you and you and you. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.